I'm Jeremy Frey, the Director of Strength and Conditioning at Missouri State University.
All
right, deadlifting. This is all going to kind of go into the clean a little bit. I know I'm jumping ahead, but I might as well. With the deadlift, you know, or even with the clean. Guys, understand what the clean is for the most part, and I know I'm breaking it down kind of simply. Might piss some people off by doing it this way, but this is how we're going to talk about it. A clean is no different than doing, it's pretty much a conventional deadlift, an RDL, and a front squat. Correct? For the most part, that's what it is, okay? So you got to teach those movements. You want to do a good clean. You want to actually clean your athletes, do explosive movement, do Olympic movements, then teach it correctly, okay? Conventional deadlift is a great movement to do, but it's a part of the clean, plain and simple, all right? I don't move our athletes into the clean for the most part until they can do proper hinge motion, proper front squat, okay, and conventional deadlift, all right? Once I get the hinge motion done and I got the front squat done, I can hang clean. Great, wonderful, all right? I want them to go from the floor, you better teach them how to do conventional deadlift properly. All those things will get you prepared and get your athletes prepared to move into a clean if that is what you want to do, okay? With the deadlift, shins are perpendicular. You want your shins to be as perpendicular as possible. Don't let the knees get too far over top of the bar. Why? That pushes the bar away from your center of gravity, okay? You want the bar as tight in as you possibly can, all right? Especially with the clean, when you're coming up, if the bar's out in front of you, you're trying to have to gain ground by pulling the bar back. We don't want to fucking pull the bar. We don't, all right? So deadlift-wise, shoulders need to be over top of the bar, bars against the shin. Yeah, we'll talk about all that stuff here in a second, okay? So here's a position we want to be in. One thing that the athletes have a real big problem with is that most times you tell them to get back in a conventional deadlift and drive their hips back. First off, the knees go forward, chest goes up, shoulders go behind the bar. Horrible position, absolutely horrible position, okay? So the things you want to look at, have them start off with shins as perpendicular as possible. Might not happen, that's what you want to try to get to. Notice shoulder is over top of the bar, maybe even slightly in front. That is okay, that is where you want to be at. Hips are loaded back, weights on the heel, so on and so forth. Drive the heels in the ground, bars coming straight up the shin. You don't necessarily need to drag it. The one thing my athletes, when we do deadlifting and everything else, I don't have them drag the bar up their shin, okay? I want them to pull the bar into the hip, but at the end of the day, I don't need a bunch of bloody athletes walking around camps all day wondering why in the hell they look the way that they do. Especially if you're working with female athletes, you're gonna hate you for it, okay? So the bar's gotta stay in as tight as you possibly can. Shoulder over top of the bar a little bit, and that'll help make sure shoulders out and over top or slightly in front, and then we keep the bar in as tight as we possibly can. Basically finish off pulling to the hip, okay? And you gotta make sure the athletes understand, I'm not telling you to pull the bar with your arms. Literally the bar pass should be, I'm pulling back towards my hip, lock your hips out of the top, and you're good to go.